So hey guys, thanks for joining me again. Going on a hike on the Palmetto Trail today. Starting over at the Brickhouse Campground, and we'll show you this on the map shortly, and then we're hiking pretty much in a due north direction over towards the Sedalia Campground. It's a 21-mile stretch. There's a series of maps that's available on the Palmetto Trail Conservancy, I believe it is, website. I'll include a link to that. And they're really nice PDFs that show you exactly where to go. They show you the road crossings, which helped me out a ton. Fundamentally, what the trail does is it starts down at the Brickhouse Campground, and from there it crosses over Highway 66. You'll see these in the video where I talk about the different crossings. You can see where it goes across Forest Service roads. Those beaver ponds, we've got some really neat footage of that. You can see where it crosses over railroad tracks, follows alongside a road, crosses over 72 right there, and from that point it goes up and hits Duncan Creek. Now Duncan Creek was my campsite the first night. Really neat area. A huge steel bridge over that. From there it goes in roughly a northerly direction and starts on that Forest Service Road 333C. This hops over to page 2 of the map, which I believe on the website is actually page 3. And my plan here is actually to camp along the Enoree River. So you can see we're picking back up at Forest Service 333C. It goes through some pretty remote areas, crossing a couple of Forest Service roads along the way, and then it hits the Enoree River. Now I originally planned to camp here on night 1, but night 2, sorry, but I decided to hike on through. And the trail roughly follows Johns Creek the whole way. You pass 3 lakes, Macedonia Lake, then you go up and you pass Sedalia Lake, and then the last lake you hit is Johns Creek Lake right before you get back on the road, Bombing Range Road there, and it takes you back up to Sedalia Campground at 21 miles. Hey guys, Jonathan here. It's Friday, November the 22nd. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I'm on the Palmetto Trail, the Enoree section. I'm here at the Brickyard camping area, and I guess there's maybe down that road there's more campsites and stuff like that. Got a little kiosk there, a little pay kiosk. Got a little chemical toilet over here. Then we're starting the trail signs right here. So planning a 21-mile hike across today, which is Friday, tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then Sunday, coming back out Sunday morning. Tomorrow is going to be rainy and cold, rainy and chilly. So if it gets too miserable, I'll just push on through and do 14 miles tomorrow and make it an overnighter. We'll see. But hopefully be an enjoyable trip. Like I said, it's 8:30. Planning on camping at a place called Duncan Creek tonight, and plan on camping on the Enoree River tomorrow. So if I can make it to Duncan Creek tonight, which is 7 miles, set up camp and get ready for this rain to sock in, I think we'll be okay. Be hiking in the rain pretty much all day tomorrow. This is the trail sign going in. Be hiking in the rain pretty much all day tomorrow, and setting up camp in the rain, that sort of thing. And then on Sunday, it's supposed to get cooler, but it's supposed to be really nice weather-wise. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. And I'll turn you guys back on as we come to different features, road crossings, that sort of thing. A lot of road crossings on this, so turn you guys back on shortly. So one of the biggest things I was worried about with the trail was road crossings. Not worried about getting hit by a car, but worried about being able to pick up the trail. This is the first one as it comes across. You can see the trail marker. It's right there. And I see another one just on the other side of the road. Nothing coming. Look both ways. And I see a trail sign right there. So I'm just gonna follow this curve around. And I think I see one way down there. So we'll walk along this road, see if we can't see where it pops back up into the woods. Hopefully there won't be too many trail crossing or road crossings of this magnitude. So weather's nice. Right now it's probably in the high 50s. Drizzled a little bit earlier, so kind of worried about that. And like I said, it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Period. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. There's no doubt in my mind. So the trail goes by some, it's like an industrial building of sorts. Still along the road. And probably about every 100 yards or so, I've seen one of these. There's only one of them between there and now. And this actually looks like where we turn. So that's good. That alleviated that fear for me somewhat. Trail sign, turn in right here. So, in the words of Craig, if you guys watch YouTube a little bit, you know what I'm talking about. That's where it came from, and that's where we're going. Love Craig. Craig Maines is who I'm referring to. Hawk watched his AT journey this year. Now he's actually heading southbound. So it's a little bit addictive to say, that's where it came from, that's where we're going. All right, guys, going through this fence. It's bikes and hikes only. Who knows? So we'll see. I'll turn you back on at the next road crossing. Hey guys, after about maybe a mile of hiking, we've gone from Forest Service roads to through a pine forest to a deciduous forest. This is nice. Going across a little creek here. Don't know what creek that is, but I'll look on the map and show you shortly what the creek is. I'll pull out the map a little bit further in and give you an idea of what's going on. But nice wood bridge there. It's a deep, more of the Palmetto Trail sign, so hopefully that means I'm going in the right direction. So, looks like we're about to cross a road up here. Doesn't look like a Forest Service road, looks like a road. The fellow who dropped me off, Jim, said that all of this is in Forest Service land. I believe it's Sumter National Forest. At this road crossing, you got a right arrow and a steep embankment here. So I'm assuming the trail goes that way because I don't see anything across the road, so that's where I'm coming from. I'm not going to stop doing that. That's where the road goes, that direction. And I'm going to go in this direction. Hopefully a little ways down this road I'll see a trail sign maybe off to the left here. It'll tell me either I'm on the right path or not. Oh, I lost my hat. Like an hour into it. Not even that. 40-something minutes into it. I lost my hat. I don't like that. Not my stocking cap, but my blaze orange hat. The view over the bridge. I don't think there are any trolls down there. But that hat would have been nice tomorrow when it starts raining. I've got my rain poncho with me. You guys will definitely see that tomorrow. But anyway, let's see what this sign says. A little on the odd side, but I think this tells me the Palmetto Trail goes here. So maybe a 100-yard walk down the road. Trail, Palmetto Trail. So I'm assuming it just parallels this road for a little bit. Like I said, maybe an hour I'll get out the map and we'll check it out, make sure I'm going in the right direction. Nice trail so far. The part that we were just on really took me down what felt like an old logging road. They've been bush hogged. This, however, is more of your typical hiking trail, even though it's parallel on the road. The road's over on my left, maybe 20 yards, not even that far. So we'll turn you back on in a little bit. Trail comes up again. Got a right arrow on a gravel road sign. Forest Service Road. That's the way we're not going. That's where it came from. This is where we're going. I'll stop right up here for a little break. Pull out the map. Show you where we're at now. Oh, just right here. Right here on the right, or left rather. Another Palmetto Trail sign. Heard a couple of gunshots off in the distance. No doubt in mind there's some hunters out here. So I've got on my blaze orange vest. This seems to be more heavily used than the section I just came off of. Like I said, we'll find a place up here, drop back, take a break. Let the map and show you where we're at. Looks like we're up for a little bit of an incline, depending on if it goes to the left or not. We'll see. Trail kind of follows this ravine, it looks like, up through here. Let's see what this sign says. Probably Forest Service boundary. Yeah. Forest Service land behind the sign. And what does that say? A bearing tree. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a bearing tree. I guess that's kind of like up in the mountains where they have the USGS or Forest Service. Bronze plaques everywhere. I guess that's what this is. It's kind of interesting. Thus far, there really haven't been any firings where you see folks who camp before. So not sure what that means, other than the obvious, which is the trail doesn't get used a whole lot. But it's still in really good shape. Alright. So I'll stop in a minute, turn you back on. We'll pull out the map. Give you an idea of where we've been. Maybe even where we're going. Looks like there might be a clearing our house or something up here. So we'll stop shortly and turn you back on. Okay, stop for a little break. Switched cameras. Going over to the Olympus because I think you'll probably be able to see better on this. So this is the trail. This is Duncan Creek, right there where I'm going to be camping tonight. And this is where I started, at Brickhouse down here. And you can see, I think, I just crossed over. That was the first bridge we crossed. Went up, and I think that's the gravel road I just crossed. I think I'm probably about right there, which puts me about 3 miles in, maybe 3.5. And it's starting to rain, so I'm going to dig into my pack and see if I can grab some rain gear right quick so I don't get soaked. That wouldn't be good today. Back on the trail. Shed a little bit of skin because I was actually getting kind of warm on this nice set stretch of trail. Goes down that way, but huge ravine over here on this side. You'll probably laugh at my blaze orange, but like I said, I'm middle of hunting season. Lost my hat, blaze orange hat. That's unfortunate. That's okay though. Better be safe than sorry. So about 3 miles in. That's okay. 7 today, which means in theory I'm a little under halfway. The rain was just a little drizzle, and it stopped, which was nice. I figure we'll probably see those on and off today. It's supposed to sock in between 9 and 11 tonight. Hopefully it'll just be a light drizzle versus a deluge. And I haven't seen a Palmetto Trail sign in a while, but I'm following these yellow blazes that are on the trees. So hopefully that's the right path. If not, it's a well-used path going somewhere and it feels directionally correct. Look at that beech. Wow. That is a huge beech tree. Look at that booger. Not a single initial carved into it either. Beech trees are the ones you normally see with, there we go, BH04. You see that? That's what I was looking for. Well, this is a nice camping area down here. It looks like there might be an old fire ring over there. Can't tell. Got a little bridge over here. There's the faded yellow blazes that I'm following. Hopefully they're the right ones. Little footbridge. Guess they don't put footbridges over creeks for nothing, huh? Interestingly enough, the water down here has this kind of a milky color to it. It's coming across rocks right there. Don't need any water right now. But that would be pumpable. Next milestone, I think, is a set of bridges over a place called Beaver Ponds. You would have seen that a little bit further up on the map. We'll show you a little more of this trail. There we go. That's a solid yellow blaze right there. I'll take that. Following this creek on the other side of that little ravine. So I'll turn you back on when we hit the beaver ponds. Let you see those. So the rain came back a little bit. Kind of early today, but came by this cool little trickle that I could not bypass taking a shot of. So that's neat. Down in this little hollow. Hoping I'm not going to have to get out my poncho, but I may. If I do, that's okay. We'll make it work. I'm switched over to the waterproof camera versus the GoPro on the gimbal. I've got it zip locked up real good. Interesting, there's a strap down there on that tree, or that limb. See that? Right there. Weirdest thing. Just makes you wonder, how did it get there? You know? Alright, gonna keep going. You guys are gonna have to bear with me on some shaky video, because my gimbal is wrapped up and dry. But we have made it to the beaver ponds. And I believe you can actually see these from Google Earth. Huh. Here comes a squirrel. Looked like he didn't want to give right away there. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but there is a hawk up there just talking. Sorry for the shaky video. So there was a video for a guy on YouTube doing this hike. And it was really the only one. I'll see if I can remember his channel name. And he was doing this hike right here. And he was talking about filling up, or camping maybe, at the beaver ponds. Because I think he had a vision of a couple of nice ponds with grass around the outside, you know, versus a swamp. Which is, that's in essence what this is. And I was just thinking, bless his heart, getting here and thinking, I could camp here. Nope, not gonna camp here. If you had a fishing rod, I don't know if you catch any fish in that or not. Still a neat place. Got some bird boxes out there for some birds. So anyway, gotta move on. Next stop. 1 second. So, oops, there we go, right here. So we're right here at the beaver ponds. We started down here at Brickhouse. We come up this way, crossed that bridge, paralleled that road, went through deciduous forest right there. Nice little creek or campsite or something down there. So we're gonna cross it, come back over, hit this road, and have a little road walk for a little while. So, and then maybe 2 miles beyond that road walk is where we're going to be camping tonight at Duncan Creek. So you figure, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 more miles, something like that. So that's not too bad. Maybe another 2 hours of hiking. So the rain or the drizzle knocked off a little bit, which is nice. But I'll turn you guys back around so you can see the road crossing and get a feel for what it looks like. So shortly after the beaver ponds, come up to this little gate. Forest Service Road. Turn around on the Forest Service Road. Looking, there it is. Looking for a trail sign. Turn to the left, to the left, to the left. Gotta keep it light. And up on the tree there, see Palmetto Trail. So we'll keep going down this. Show you where we turn off of it. Nice day. I don't like the rain. You know it's gonna come though, it's on its way. So walking up this road, and there's a railroad track right over there. And interestingly enough, I just heard a train whistle. It made me want to start running down the road because I know the trail crosses the train track somewhere. And it will be the coolest thing to get a shot of the train going by. I don't know if I'm going to see that or not, but it would be cool. We'll keep the camera handy, just in case. So to switch back over to the fancy dancy audio and video, and there's a cat right up there. Oh, he just saw me. Turned around. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, there he goes running. Big old fluffy white cat. Should go by some houses. Still got the train tracks over here on the right. And that was that Forest Service Trail that came over. Got a truck starting up back there. Make sure I stay out of his way. Couple of cars and folks. Probably wondering what in the world is this guy doing walking down the road with a pack on in front of their house. I don't know. But I'll turn you back on as we get close to the crossing. It's okay, buddy. So, right past the cute cat, big dog, he's okay. Just taking care of his people. Dogs are good. But just put that in the notes. If you're walking on this trail, might want to bring some dog biscuits. Make friends with the dog. Alright, coming up on a road up here. Still got the train tracks directly over on the right here. Reason I'm videoing all this, who knows how much of it will make it into the thing, but is because A, I couldn't find any YouTube videos on this trail. And B, I'm not accustomed at all to trails that, make sure I didn't lose the trail. I haven't seen them blazing in a while. To trails that use roads. And while I like trails that go through the woods a lot, this is kind of novel for me. This is a new thing. So, sprinkles pick back up. So I'll probably have to wrap up the good stuff and go back to the shaky footage. But nonetheless, I'll show you what they're like. What the trail's like, rather. I really like to see a yellow blaze on one of these trees, though. Because I don't want to go back by the dog if I was supposed to turn off the trail somewhere back there. You know? Let's see. It's one of those you go, please be a trail sign. Ah, I see it. Right up here on the right. Crosses this road. Rail lane. No outlet. Got it. That's where it came from. That's where we're going. Little trail sign right there. I know I'm stealing a line from Craig's YouTube channel, but I just love it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I wonder if it's illegal to stand on a railroad track. I'm just crossing over on the trail, right? That's amazing. All right, I'll show you where it ducks back into the woods. So I honestly, the arrow pointed this direction. So I honestly have no clue. I'm sure it ducks back into the woods somewhere along in here. But might have to pull out the map, take a look at it. I think it does walk along this road for a while. We'll see though. I'll turn you back on in a minute. So shame on me for not waiting a few more seconds, minutes, but there sure is a train going down through there. Can't see it, I don't think, but you could sure hear it. That would have been neat to watch. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile down that road. You just, if you're not looking for it, you're gonna miss it. But right before this curve, that's the direction we came from, right there. Right past that curve, you'll see a sign across the ditch. It says Palmetto Trail. Yellow blaze, right there. So this is where we're going. It looks like a very sparsely used trail. That's okay. So this is where we're going up through here. I think it crosses Highway 72 up here in a minute too, so we'll give it a minute and let you see that. Huge ravine over here. Huge ravine. Wow, still barely hear the train. Turn you back on in a minute. So just past, well, not just past, probably about a mile, honestly, past where the trail ducked into the woods. It's pretty much a constant, steady incline. You can still hear those trains back there. 2 trains. Steady incline for about a mile. And I believe this is where the trail goes across State Road 72. Of course, I say that, but I don't really see a road in front of me yet. So back through pine forest. A lot of needles. You can still see a road over on the right. And I believe I see another road directly in front of me. Now, on my map, this is where I noted that there is a fire tower off to the right that if I were in a chipper and adventurous spirit and mood, I'd venture to the fire tower to see if it was open or locked or whatnot. And I may still do that. But if it's too terribly far down the road, I'm gonna bypass it on this one. And maybe make that a Saturday drive or something out here to see that. There aren't many, as a matter of fact, I don't think I've seen an official Palmetto Trail sign since I ducked into the woods back there. But like you can see in front of me, there are quite a few yellow blazes. But we are coming up on a road. Big road by the sound of it. That's a big truck. Three big trucks and a small truck. That was a tough spider web. Huh. So I think my other camera may have died battery-wise, and unfortunately I lost the crossing of 72, which is right there, and the trail marker, and it's back over there. I'm not going to walk back to it, but I'll keep you on the Olympus, the shaky camera, until we hit Duncan Creek. But the trail, once it crosses 72, I believe that's the name of the road, cuts back into this absolutely fantastic pine forest. Tall stand of pine. You can tell somebody's going to come back in here and harvest this at some point in the future. It's had a few controlled burns, it looks like, but a good trail. And I would imagine that once we start descending towards Duncan Creek, that we'll hit back deciduous again. I'll turn you back on, let you see a little bit of that on the descent into Duncan Creek. Trail marker. But unfortunately, like I said, my GoPro battery died back there, I think. And I'll have to use this footage, so that's okay. We'll use this till we get down to Duncan Creek, which is camp for the night. I'll change my batteries then, we'll be good to go. Turn you back on shortly. Probably about maybe a half a mile through that pine forest. Sure enough, trail drops back down into a deciduous forest with some big rocks. It's kind of neat. That's probably one of the creeks down there we'll be crossing in a minute, I would imagine. Big rocks though, big deciduous trees. That's nice. Just a note on the trail back there, I wouldn't want to go through that with shorts on. There were a lot of brambles and that sort of thing which shed off of the pants that I'm wearing very well. But I would not want to go through that with shorts on. That would hurt. Coming off that ridge, come down into a absolutely beautiful area. Bottomland down here. Heavy deciduous. And the leaves are just, golly, leaves just beautiful down here. And I turned you back on because I have a sticky feeling. I'm not going to camp here, but if there was a campsite anywhere along this trail, it would be right here. Yeah, a little bridge there. Once again, sorry for the shaky. Still no fire rings. No evident. There it is. Okay. Old fire rating. There you go. Got a little bridge right there. And right here I'm going to drop back for a little bit and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I prepared for lunch. Because it's 11:40. Started hiking about 8:30. Been hiking about 3 hours. Probably about 6 miles in. 2 miles an hour. Sounds about right. So I'm going to stop for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and rest my legs a little bit. Then probably, it seems like from here, 1 more mile to Duncan Creek, which will probably take me up and out of this, which means there'll be an uphill, get to the top, and then go back down. So we'll turn you back on as we start hiking some more, but I'm going to stop and eat some lunch. So about 30 minutes later, after lunch, I come upon what is supposed to be a closed bridge across Duncan Creek. We'll take a look at it. See what we have here. That's a very nice bridge. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look closed. The creek's got some good flow to it. It's because it has got some rotten boards as I walk gingerly over it. That's downstream. This is upstream. So it is decent water access. Looks like swamp. I'll bet when it rains bad, this place turns into a swamp. Because they've got the bridge actually anchored down. You could tell they're doing some repairs to the boardwalk. Replacing some of the boards and that sort of thing. Well, this is a boardwalk. Look at this. I see a lot of torn timber over there on the side. Or replaced timber, rather. Firewood? Just kidding. So, I don't see where there is another. I mean, see the red tape, looks like where it was probably closed. I don't see another crossing up there. So I'm going to call this maybe open on the bridge. Huh, hopefully it's not the bridge over the Enoree that's closed. That wouldn't be fun. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back the way I came. So like some nice flat areas that were a little bit higher than this. Supposed to get a lot of rain, so I would imagine, I don't think Duncan Creek will overflow its banks tonight. But if it did, all of this would be underwater. And I would be swimming in the morning, which I'm going to be wet in the morning, but I don't want to be swimming. So I'll walk back over here and see if I can't find a place that looks like it's going to be home for the night. And we'll set up camp. That's 7 miles. It's about 12:30. Let's stop for lunch. About 4 hours. Probably about 3.5 by the time you take the stops and stuff. So that's not bad. It'll feel good to load the pack off and just prepare for rain. So I'll turn you back on shortly. I'm going to go ahead and set up camp, get things good and watertight for the night, and we'll go from there. Nice boardwalk though. Gotta admit that. Really nice boardwalk. Kudos to the guys for this.